Welcome to our guide on the most anticipated horror games of 2025. Prepare for the return of legendary series like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, as well as brand new titles that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Stay with us as we explore the top 10 horror games set to define the upcoming year.
This way.
Dying Light: The Beast is a standalone zombie adventure set in the post-apocalyptic world of the Dying Light series. Players assume the role of Kyle Crane, the legendary hero of Heron, who, after more than a decade of captivity and experimentation, manages to break free. Now, in the new setting of Castor Woods, Crane hunts his captors, confronts new threats, and aids survivors. The game offers an open world with a dynamic day and night cycle, where different enemies pose threats depending on the time of day. In addition to the infected, players will face human factions, some seeking help, while others are hostile. The game also supports up to 4-player co-op mode, allowing for shared survival and exploration. Dying Light: The Beast was announced during Gamescom 2024, with a planned release in summer 2025. It will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC platforms. The game will be free for owners of the Ultimate Edition of Dying Light 2, Stay Human.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
I've always wanted to fly.
Directive 8020 is the 5th installment in the Dark Pictures anthology and the first in its 2nd season. Developed by Supermassive Games, this interactive drama and survival horror game is set in space, where players' choices significantly influence the narrative and the fate of the characters. The story follows the crew of the colony ship Cassiopeia, which crash lands on Tau Ceti F, a planet 12 light-years from Earth. Players control 5 protagonists, including pilot Brianna Young, portrayed by Lashana Lynch. The crew faces a deadly alien threat capable of mimicking its prey, creating an atmosphere of paranoia and uncertainty. The game introduces real-time threats, new stealth mechanics, and enhanced interactive cinematics powered by Unreal Engine 5. It also supports online cooperative gameplay for up to 5 players, allowing for shared decision-making and survival experiences. Cronos: The New Dawn is an upcoming third-person survival horror game developed by Bloober Team, known for titles like Layers of Fear and the Silent Hill 2 remake. Scheduled for release in 2025, the game will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC platforms. Set in a grim world where Eastern European brutalism meets retro-futurist technology, the narrative unfolds across 2 timelines, a post-apocalyptic future and 1980 seconds Poland. Players assume the role of a traveler, an agent of the enigmatic collective, tasked with navigating future wastelands to locate time rifts that transport them back to the 1980s. The mission involves rescuing key individuals who perished during the apocalypse by extracting their essences using a device known as the Harvester. The game draws inspiration from classics like Resident Evil and Dead Space, incorporating combat mechanics such as limb dismemberment. It emphasizes psychological horror, focusing on atmosphere and tension rather than jump scares. The development team has aimed to create an unsettling experience that gets under the player's skin. Cronos: The New Dawn represents Bloober Team's first foray into a fully original survival horror franchise, marking a significant step in their evolution as a developer. The game has been in development for an extended period, with a larger budget than some of their previous projects, indicating the studio's commitment to delivering a high-quality experience.
Roman. It's time.
Post-Trauma is a modern survival horror game developed by Red Soul Games, drawing inspiration from genre-defining classics. Players assume the role of Roman, a middle-aged train conductor who awakens in a twisted reality filled with mind-bending puzzles, breathtaking tension, and unspeakable nightmares. The game features fixed camera angles, reminiscent of traditional horror titles, combined with contemporary graphics to create an immersive experience. The narrative centers on Roman's journey to find a way home, requiring players to explore unsettling environments, solve intricate puzzles, and confront various threats. The game emphasizes atmosphere and psychological tension, aiming to evoke a sense of dread and unease as players delve deeper into its mysterious world.
Voices, screams drawing me in. Better use the pendulum. You're born, you grow up, you die, and... Is that all? No. It's a constant struggle between good and evil, light and dark, living and dead. What is real, and what's not? Can a blind person describe the light? Our limitations as human beings prevent us from really seeing what is there. But when suggestive becomes evident, then we see what is really there.
The Occultist is an upcoming first-person narrative horror game developed by Daller Studios and published by Daedalic Entertainment, scheduled for release in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC platforms. Players assume the role of Alan Rebels, an expert in the occult, who travels to the enigmatic island of Godstone to investigate his father's mysterious disappearance. Equipped with a mystical pendulum possessing 5 unique mechanics, Alan can interact with and alter his environment to uncover the island's dark secrets. The game emphasizes survival horror elements, including tense exploration, atmospheric environments, and a gripping personal narrative. Players will encounter various puzzles requiring both mundane and occult knowledge and must utilize stealth mechanics to evade hostile entities. The Occultist draws inspiration from classic horror titles, aiming to deliver an immersive experience with next-gen graphics and a haunting soundtrack composed by Pepe Herrero.
That would make any man tremble. But I am not just any man. I am the Occultist.
As of now, Resident Evil 9 has not been officially announced by Capcom. However, various rumors and leaks have surfaced, suggesting potential directions for the next installment in this renowned horror franchise. Some sources indicate that the game might continue with a first-person perspective, similar to its predecessors, aiming to deliver a more immersive horror experience. Additionally, there is speculation about a more open-world setting, providing players with greater freedom to explore. Regarding protagonists, fans are hopeful for the return of beloved characters such as Leon S. Kennedy or Jill Valentine, considering it has been some time since their last major appearances. It's important to note that these are merely speculations, and no official information about Resident Evil 9 has been released. For the most accurate and up-to-date details, it's advisable to follow Capcom's official channels.
0.
What?
You wanted to know how many there were?
Tormented Souls 2 is the sequel to the acclaimed survival horror game Tormented Souls, developed by Dual Effect and published by Poob. Scheduled for release in 2025, the game will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC platforms. In this installment, players once again assume the role of Caroline Walker, who, after the harrowing events at Wildberger Hospital, seeks a normal life with her younger sister, Anna. However, Anna succumbs to a mysterious affliction, prompting Caroline to delve into the supernatural to save her. Her journey leads her to Puerto Miller, a remote South American town with a chilling past, where she must confront terrifying creatures and explore eerie monasteries and other nightmarish locations. The game retains the classic survival horror elements of its predecessor, including fixed camera angles and resource management, while introducing new mechanics and environments. Players will face pulse-pounding combat against monstrous creatures using a range of ingenious makeshift weapons, solve intricate puzzles, and navigate a haunting atmosphere inspired by genre classics.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her?
Silent Hill 2 is a remake of the iconic horror game from 2001, developed by Bloober Team and published by Konami. The game was released on October 8, 2024 for PlayStation 5 and PC platforms. The narrative follows James Sunderland, who arrives in the mysterious town of Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his deceased wife, Mary. Players explore the town, confronting puzzles and monstrous creatures as James grapples with his inner demons and guilt. The remake features significant enhancements in graphics and sound, utilizing modern technologies to create an even more intense atmosphere. The game transitions to an over-the-shoulder third-person perspective, providing a more contemporary gameplay experience. The game is available on PlayStation 5 and PC platforms, with a 12-month exclusivity period for PlayStation 5. After this period, it is expected to be available on other platforms. Silent Hill 2 has received positive reviews, with praise for preserving the essence of the original while modernizing key aspects of the game. Notably, the improved visuals, atmosphere, and control adjustments to contemporary standards have been highlighted.
And a corpse can't laugh!
Stay with me. Don't leave me alone again. You're supposed to take care of me.
I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore. I'm ready.
Little Nightmares 3 is the upcoming installment in the acclaimed puzzle platformer horror series developed by Supermassive Games and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Initially slated for a 2024 release, the game has been officially delayed to 2025 to ensure a polished and immersive experience. In this sequel, players will navigate a dark and twisted world, embodying two new characters, Lo and Alone. The game introduces a cooperative gameplay element, allowing two players to collaborate online to solve intricate puzzles and evade nightmarish creatures. For those who prefer solo play, the game offers a single-player mode where an AI controls the second character. The narrative unfolds across diverse and eerie environments, including a sinister candy factory and a desolate desert leading to a necropolis. Each setting is meticulously designed to evoke a sense of dread and curiosity, compelling players to explore while confronting their deepest fears. Little Nightmares 3 will be available on multiple platforms, including PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The developers aim to maintain the series' signature atmospheric tension and unique art style while introducing new gameplay mechanics to enhance the horror experience. Alien: Isolation 2 is the anticipated sequel to the acclaimed 2014 survival horror game Alien: Isolation, developed by Creative Assembly and published by Sega. The sequel was officially announced on October 7, 2024, coinciding with the original game's 10th anniversary. Alastair Hope, the creative director of the original game, confirmed that the sequel is in early development, with more details to be shared in the future. The original Alien: Isolation is set 15 years after the events of the 1979 film Alien and follows Amanda Ripley, daughter of Ellen Ripley, as she investigates her mother's disappearance aboard the decommissioned space station Sevastopol. The game is renowned for its intense atmosphere, stealth-based gameplay, and faithful recreation of the Alien universe. As Alien: Isolation 2 is currently in the early stages of development, specific details regarding its storyline, gameplay mechanics, and release date have not been disclosed. However, given the critical acclaim of its predecessor, expectations are high for a continuation that maintains the series' hallmark tension and immersive horror elements. For fans eager to revisit the original, Alien: Isolation is available on multiple platforms, including PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The game has also been adapted for mobile devices, offering a comprehensive survival horror experience on the go. As development progresses, more information about Alien: Isolation 2 is expected to be released. Fans are encouraged to follow official channels for the latest updates on this highly anticipated sequel.
For more rabbits, click subscribe.